Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So I was sitting here earlier today thinking, I used to paint a lot more with like the finger paintings and different things. And sometimes I do like very abstract, well, when I finger paint, a lot of times it's very abstract. But I was sitting here thinking, like going through different things, and life changes constantly. And Owen wants me a lot of times to tell him exactly what's happening or how life is going to go. And I tell him how he wants life to go, but I try to explain to him that just because that's what we want doesn't mean that it's going to happen. And I mean that like with like his therapies or seeing people or knowing that he wants specific things to happen. And that's not always how it is. And so learning to learning to deal with life and learning to deal with how things can change constantly, that's very difficult for him to kind of comprehend and to deal with. Well, it looks more like a flower than the I was looking more for a bug in the background, but we'll deal with that as we go along. But that reminded me of, when I finger paint, it's like that. There's no necessary lines or division and acceptance and finding out about changes or what's happening. And that is what we go through. That's what we go through constantly, is trying to figure out what's the answer to so many of our questions or what we're doing, and trying to answer him like when I never know. Like he'll ask me who he's going to see or what he's going to be doing, and it's hard to tell him that something's going to happen when I have literally no clue until it happens. So I look at things and I try to explain them in terms with him that are very accurate, in the sense of, are you going to have your therapy today? As far as I know, yes. But I also look at it and try to rationalize through what he's needing, what he's wanting, what he's trying to focus on. And that is extremely different than the rest of it. And so trying to give him like concrete answer, yet letting him know that if I could tell him an exact answer, I would tell him. But that's life, And the pain for him is the uncertainty. But honestly, that's the pain for a lot of us, the uncertainty of what we are going to experience or go through or deal with. And that's why everything is so hard. Or for me, that's why everything is so hard. So far, these are just like random flowers that have no stems, but yeah, we'll get there or we won't. You know, maybe they're falling from their sister flowers up in the sky. I don't know. So anyways, today was Owen's first day back to school. And then he got to go to therapy, which is technically, I slept, I woke up. And he was very happy to be back at school, and very happy to be back at therapy. So, it's a process, and quite frankly, like I said, it is for all of us. Even though we think we know answers, or we have some answers, I mean, do we really? Do we really? You know? So, here we are. Going through, trying to figure out if I want to try to put more stems, use a brush, let it be. All good questions. So, I'm not sure, but he's excited. He was ready for his sleep again tonight so that he could get up and start his day all over again. So, and that's the cool thing, is being able to get excited about things that you're doing and things that are changing and all of that, So I'm so glad he's back in school. His teacher, I picked him up for music therapy, and his teacher said he was extremely quiet today, but he did all his exercises and things that he was asked to do. And I just kept thinking, he was probably just so in the moment, so happy to be back at school. So, it's again, it's a lot for him to process when he does much. And I say this with a grain of salt, because my poor boy loves to be in school. He does so much better now than he did when he was younger, about breaks and changes in routine. But it's so hard. It's just a hard thing. Most of my blue sky is gone now. But that's okay. We got lots of flowers. I'm trying to decide. I think I could go back in there and do some more lines with my own fingers, but I could do it, leave it alone, and let them all just have their way. But I think I'm going to just kind of make some simple lines down here. Almost like there's more holding up the world than this. Something like that. So, tomorrow I have a follow-up appointment with my surgeon's office. Everything's going well. And I had my port taken out last week, and I was kind of kicking myself on Tuesday. I had it out Monday, and then because I was like, and I'm like, why did I get it out so soon? It's so easy to give blood with all these tests that I'll have to be doing constantly still. And then as I was Monday, I got it out. Tuesday, I was, woe is me. Wednesday, I realized how much better my neuropathy, which is like tingling in your hands and your feet, and I realized how much better it felt. And I was like, okay, see, sometimes we worry over things that are not, like, we shouldn't even be worrying about them. And I'm so much better because I got it taken out. And so sometimes we just have to let life be life and not stress over every little detail like I do. And so every day it's feeling better and better. So my port, which is where they put the infusions, it's a box they stick under your skin. I'm not medical, so I hate all the yucks of things. But it was good to get it out. And since I have finished my infusions and everything. So anyways, I do O for Owen, and then L and B. So I'm just glad to get it done and one more step moving forward. So anyways, all right, well, there is my story. So all right, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.